Hey guys, Mikey Boy here to give you another update on one of my most anticipated movies for next year, Halloween Stabby Stabby, or as they're still calling it, Halloween Kills. We got some new photos to show you what's currently been filmed, also some new details that can give us an idea of the plot, and even some details about the movie you're not going to find anywhere else. That and so much more, guys, so be sure you're leaving a like down below, comment what you're excited about with everything we're about to talk about for this movie. You guys have gotten me to 98,000 subscribers, holy crap, so I thought I'd give you another Halloween video to chill your day up. So some of the first things we're going to talk about here is some photos that we've gotten. So one is that was released to the public by Jamie Lee Curtis herself, Laurie Strode. She is filming her scenes right now, but if you take a close look at her makeup and the way she is beaten up, this is her exactly the way she was at the end of Halloween 2018 when she was driving off in the truck. So that means we're gonna pick up this movie directly where the last one left on. So this means we're definitely going to pick up where the last movie left off. I mean, you still have the same bruise on her forehead, some of the same marks, probably has a stab wound there still. So this movie's definitely picking up exactly where we left off. Not to say the entire movie is going to take place the following day, but it's sort of been done before in the Halloween series, so I wouldn't be surprised if they did. Along with that, we have so many photos of the Haddonfield Memorial Hospital. Like I mentioned to you guys in a previous video, I have a full playlist of Halloween Kills updates if you want to get in on that. We talked about Michael was going to be roaming the hallways of another hospital. This made me happy as a Michael Myers fan because I absolutely loved Halloween 2 and I hate that they got rid of it in canon. So if you combine the last two photos we got plus this new one that was taken by a bystander watching them film, we're gonna follow Laurie in that truck headed to the hospital getting treated for her wounds. And thanks to a big fan of the stabby stabby content we make here, we got some exclusive details. And before bringing this stuff up, guys, I always want to make clear, I'm no journalist, I'm no reporter, I'm not trying to build a scoop off this, but I was contacted by someone close to the production of Halloween Kills and Halloween Ends. Obviously don't want to get this person in trouble, so we're just going to refer to him as Loomis. And Loomis has shared with me a bunch of really cool and exciting tidbits for Halloween Kills. So let me go through some of the ones he told me. Also want to make it clear that movies change all the time, so what he sees on set could not be the final product. That is just what they're filming as of right now, and who knows, in a few months they could do a reshoot and completely change the scene I was just telling you about. But he has told me that yes, the movie will pick up exactly where we left off with Halloween 2018 with Laurie driving off to Haddonfield Hospital. Ambulance will arrive to the burned down house and find a body in the yard. They're gonna turn over that body and it's gonna be Michael Myers in a burned outfit with a burnt mask. Woo, that right there gives me chills, man, because I've been wanting this burnt mask and I can't wait to see what it looks like. And also to me, this makes it sound like Michael barely escaped the house, or maybe the house did collapse on him and he was able to get out. Still, nonetheless, Michael is in critical condition and will be taken to the hospital where he'll be stripped of his iconic outfit. They'll get rid of his mask, they'll get rid of his coveralls, and he'll be put in a hospital nightgown. And yes, he'll be in the same hospital that Laurie Strode is in. He also tells me his face will be slightly warped from burn marks. This little tidbit makes me kind of nervous because if you told me Michael Myers in a hospital gown with his mask on, I'm like, all right, cool, that's another great NECA figure I'm gonna add to my collection here. But if he's not wearing his mask and it's just a dude in a hospital nightgown, I don't think that's scary. Still, like we know, Michael in any coma doesn't stay in it for long. He wasn't able to tell me if a year or so has passed, how much time has gone on since he's been at the hospital. But when he does wake up, he will grab a bat and start making his stabby stabby way out of the hospital. Or I should say batty batty. Now, this is the part where I was just like, this is all sounding too crazy. I'm not sure if I believe you. I'd like to trust you, man. You've shown me some great pictures that I'm not allowed to show on the channel. But I was just like, Michael Myers holding a bat in the hospital, how does that make sense? Where does he get the bat from? And then a day or two after he told me that information, this photo of Anthony Michael Hall holding a freaking bat on the set of Halloween Kills shows up online. If you don't know, this actor is going to be playing adult Tommy Doyle from the original 1978 Halloween movie. Also, interesting haircut they gave him. Some of you guys in the comment section were speculating he could be a doctor at the hospital for Haddonfield. I think that's a really cool theory, but I don't know, his look doesn't scream doctor to me. I don't know, it kind of screams bum skinhead, like he's a drunk, and him holding that bat right there, that might be the bat our Loomis was telling us about that Michael was get his hands on. But again, with all this information, if it is true and this guy isn't pulling our leg, it just raises so many questions of like, okay, well, how's he gonna get his mask back? How's he gonna get his mechanic's outfit? There was a photo that this same truck from the 1978 Halloween movie was on set, and if it's not being used for a flashback scene, it could be Michael getting the same exact coveralls that he stole from 1978. Maybe not the exact ones he was wearing, but the same style and color. Seems like they're really trying to give Michael his iconic look, but I kind of want to see this burnt mask, and I hope it stays with him throughout the movie. If not, he's gonna have to pay a visit to another Halloween shop and get a mask. Either way, pretty cool that we have a Loomis here, so you guys better drop a comment down below saying thank you, Loomis. He's our little stabby agent, and we appreciate him for that. But aside from that, that really does bring me to wonder still what the plot of this movie is, because we've gotten supposedly a synopsis on the Halloween Wikipedia page that says the movie takes place 2 years later. I would think at least the movie has to take place a year later if they want it set in Halloween time, just because at the end of Halloween 2018 the sun was rising. So if you had the movie set the next day, it's the day after Halloween, and that just doesn't seem to be Michael Myers' style. So I have to believe he's in a coma, or maybe he is out hiding if the information we got wasn't true. But the thing for sure that's happening is that so many original characters are being brought into this universe. And with the working title of this movie being called Mob Rules, it's definitely going to be an Avengers situation of every survivor who's encountered Michael and has lived to tell the tale. I've taken the liberty to post up here what I call the Haddonfield 9. These are all the characters who have come face to face with Michael and have survived. This right here is most likely the Haddonfield mob that will be going up against Michael, trying to locate him, because he no longer has a motive to find Laurie because they're related. So unless we get another evil doctor to force Michael in the presence of Laurie, it's going to be these group of characters coming together to defeat Michael once and for all. The Mob Rules. So for the heck of it, I'm going to take my guess of which ones will survive Halloween Kills, and it'll probably end up in Halloween Ends. I mean, it's pretty obvious if you look at them. First three here, Laurie, Karen, and Allison, I don't think they're dying in Halloween Kills, okay? These are sort of the main lead characters that will carry on this franchise. Halloween Ends might be the end for Laurie, but I'm gonna say the first three girls are safe. Moving on to Tommy and Lindsay. Now, these were the two kids that Laurie babysat in the 1978 Halloween movie. Again, they survived their night with Michael, and now we get to see them grown up. It'll be so interesting to see if they're as traumatized as Laurie is, or if they went on to live perfectly normal lives. Like I said, that photo of Tommy Doyle on the set with a bat doesn't scream sane to me. That looks kind of like an insane person. But at the same time, I'm not gonna say that they're dead meat for this movie, because they're still very legendary characters in the Halloween universe. So I'm gonna say they actually make it to Halloween Ends. Now, this bottom row here is basically, I think, the body counts for this movie of non-miscellaneous characters. You have Lonnie here, who was Tommy Doyle's bully, and we have gotten behind the scene photos of a flashback scene that Michael will be having where he encounters Lonnie. So even though as of right now in canon with old Halloween movies, or the only Halloween movie we have to reference, Halloween 1978, Lonnie never made contact with Michael Myers, he will in Halloween Kills through a flashback scene. So another person who encounters Michaels and survives. It feels like it's just going to be a 30-second scene, but does 30 seconds with Michael really torture you that much? Not to mention he's also the father of the a-hole boyfriend that Allison has in Halloween 2018. I'm actually going to say this guy is dead meat for the movie. I don't think he'll survive because he's not that big of a character, but he is someone that could trigger an interesting dynamic to the boyfriend and Allison once he passes away. We also have Nurse Marion here, who was from the first Halloween 1978 movie. Michael stole her car. She's gonna want revenge for that, but honestly, given her age and being that she's just kind of there to be a legendary character of the Michael Myers lore, I'm thinking she's dead also. I mean, they did it in Halloween H2O. And then we have Sheriff Brackett here, another legendary character in the Halloween Michael Myers universe. Now, he is the original actor in the 1978 movie. If you don't remember, his daughter was killed off. So he's definitely wanting revenge for Michael Myers after all these years. I mean, this picture of the guy looks like the sweetest person you'll ever see. And again, I think this will be another situation where we didn't see him interact with Michael in a previous movie. But if they arrested Michael in 1978 and he was the head sheriff, you can damn well they had contact with each other and probably spread some words of him being so angry that his daughter was killed at the hands of this monster. So we can pretty much assume he's made contact with Michael. And honestly, again, given the age and that he's just a legendary character, I'm gonna say he's dead meat as well. Leaving it to the last character on here, Julian, or as he's known on this channel, Toenail Clip Boy, our hero, our savior. His babysitter took a knife to the back thanks to Michael Myers, and he saw it go down, encountered him for a few seconds, but again, that's enough to mess you up. And he has already said in interviews that he'll be back for both movies, so that kind of makes it easier for us that he will survive for Halloween Ends. And even though Michael doesn't kill babies and some children, he did kill that one kid with the rifle. If Julian put some toenail clippers in his hand, Michael might feel threatened and take off this little boy's head. But those are just some of my predictions of who will survive the Haddonfield 9. Again, we have some other recurring characters that haven't interacted with Michael, like the a-hole boyfriend that'll be coming back. Pretty sure he's probably going to be a goner. I mean, it's kind of a rule in horror movies. If you're an a-hole, you end up dead. But let me know what you guys thought about all this information brought forward to you. Don't forget to thank Loomis. I'll be sure to keep further details non-spoilerish. I don't want this movie ruined. I still want to be surprised. But as always, guys, be sure to like and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter at 3C Film Review. As always, I'm Chris. Take care.